Hello,
Just Bear
everyone, and
McConaughey
welcome
in
to...
it.
Fuck you.
Okay, restart.
Records going backward sound here.
You might be wondering how we got here.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me. You may be wondering how we got into this situation. This is episode 57 of the ToonamiGAF podcast. I'm Brexino. Here this week we have B-Dubs,
Hello.
C. Kohler,
Hey.
and Imperial Bishop.
Hi, everybody. I'm back again.
He's back.
Yeah.
But this time he's a Southern chicken lawyer.
Oh. Well,
Chicken
I say
lawyer.
I do comply, sir.
I do concur.
Yeah, I can't do impersonations, so I'm not fun. So yeah.
Anyway, so, quick bit of news, Samurai Jack Marathon. The whole final season.
Yes! I'm gonna stay up late for that. It's so late.
Well, I guess the downside is that Super and Attack on Titan get preempted, and Tokyo Ghoul gets preempted too. So
I'm not seeing much downside here.
yeah, me neither.
So they're going to extend the block to show the whole thing, right? Like to like
Yeah,
4 a.m.?
they're adding another slot on in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty huge thing for both, Adult Swim and Toonami, so it makes sense that they would.
But I'm
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what they do after the marathon. Will we lose 11? Will we gain 330?
I think it's going to depend
knows?
entirely on if they have anything set to replace it, which I don't think they do.
11 is gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry.
Looking
It
at
was
those
for
ratings.
Samurai.
Yeah.
11 can be the, Adult Swim show that is tied to Toonami slot. So, I'm sure it'll come back for Fully Cooley. And then, whatever, if anything else they do.
Yeah.
Basically, whatever they give Gendy next.
But they're not going to, move Super up.
No, I don't think it's going to
And-
pull in the numbers for that, given the earlier airing.
And I'm kind of gonna let this off my chest. I'm kind of don't have a problem with that because to watch the entire block,
Yeah.
every
I'm
Saturday
with
now.
you. It's kind of like an extra half an hour
Yeah,
on Saturday night. It's not terrible.
Right.
I kind of like having that back.
yeah.
Like,
yeah,
can't do any plans after 11 because that's Toonami. So
Yeah.
So, isn't MomoCon coming up? Is it this month? I believe it's late May, May 26th something.
It's something like that.
so right before the marathon, interesting.
Well, they're probably not. I mean,
No, I
that's
don't-
probably too late to say, hey, something replacing Jack, but they'll probably be like, okay, go. Okay, check it. IBO replacing Unicorn. Stardust Crusaders is coming. Fully Cooley
Bring
date.
back Bleach.
I mean, it would entirely depend on what they had, in the thing. Like, if they somehow got, Bleach Blood War and nobody noticed it until, they announced it. It's starting this week.
I don't know. Perot could not be working on a new Bleach anime without anyone noticing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
MomoCon is not this week. It's next week.
Right.
Okay.
So it's that
Oh, my-
soon. It's like the 25th. So it's just about a week and 2 days from now.
I was 1 day off.
Yeah.
It was close.
So we're going to probably hear something then, for sure.
If it's Boruto, oh my god.
Oh, God.
I've said it in the past. I wouldn't mind Boruto.
I honestly wouldn't mind if they just dropped shipping in and were like, Boruto at the top of
Yes.
the block.
I'd be for that.
Like fuck spoilers. Hey, here you go. Hey.
Clearly, fuck, who cares?
I mean,
Well, I
if
mean-
Naruto Shippuden's going to go as downhill as you guys have said, and it's
Well,
never going to
it's
end.
not going to be. It's not going to be until after this arc. I'd like to at least get through this arc so I can see the whole thing
It's
animated,
not going
and then
to be
they can
until
cancel
the
it,
very end of this arc,
which I am totally okay with.
which is basically the cap shot. Like,
Yeah.
it's already dead, but they just put one more in the head just to make sure.
Yeah.
They could do like they're doing with DBZ maybe, and like run both for a little while. I don't know.
Oh
I
no,
guess.
man. Then
I
we
mean, if they were going to do that, I would rather they, got rid of Naruto instead of One Piece.
Well, we didn't
but
get to
then we
make
have
that
like
call.
Yeah.
we have two long runners taking up the slot again. People are gonna be playing. Oh my god, long runners! No.
Boruto though is like new, so even if Boruto turns out to be a long runner, at least it's fresh and it's not like some show that's going to be running forever that's old.
I guess.
Yeah, you got
I
a
mean,
point there.
a lot's going to depend on how good it is, too.
Yeah,
From what I've heard, it's pretty decent.
I want My Hero Academia. I know you guys don't like it, but I like that show.
I like it. It should have been on the block. Honestly, it should have been on the block last year, but
I think that missed its chance. One, it missed its chance, and two, the chance was diluted because the first season came and it was like, okay.
well,
So now, if they wanted to air both, it'd be like, do we really want to devote like 3/4 of the year to this show?
You know what's
Yeah.
funny though? This is just me completely speculating and throwing this out there. But when I watched it on Funimation when they were doing the Sibeldub or whatever, it just had the normal opening and ending in Japanese. But they've gone back and redid the openings and endings so that it has English text on them. Kind of makes me think maybe they're planning on airing them. But that could just be a coincidence.
That's probably just for like DVD, Blu-ray stuff.
yeah, they do the same thing with One Piece and Kai as well.
Like it's like we made up the Blu-ray DVD masters, put them in there.
Could be, yeah. But it kind of gave me a little hope. I'm like, oh, maybe they're kind of planning on bringing it to Toonami.
And also, they would like. There's no way Toonami doesn't grab Mob Psycho first.
I don't know. I mean, both are great, but here's my thing: is that like it's obvious that superheroes are just huge right now, and it just makes so much sense. I think from a Toonami standpoint, it's everything a Toonami show should have: action, animation, all this stuff. But then it's got the whole like superhero aspect, which is super popular. So it just feels like a perfect fit. Mob Psycho is a great show, but it's also weird, and so I think it's like less likely than My Hero Academia personally.
I mean, I would say that if it wasn't the most requested show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think
then-
it's probably a good show too. So.
And also, I want to mention that One Punch Man season 2 should be coming out this year.
No, I
or
believe it's next year.
next year. Well, I don't know if it's the dubs. They don't do simul dubs, but it'd be really cool if we had My Hero Academia season 1 and 2 airing, and then you had brand new dub premieres of One Punch Man season 2 airing alongside as well. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still hoping we get Lupin, if only because that's awesome.
But
I mean, it was like the
reason I'm
third
sure
most
they're gonna get
requested thing.
because it's clear that they're just looking for a reason to air it.
Yeah. I mean, DeMarco likes it. It's got a good pedigree. I'm hoping this one's really good.
Maybe one okay, we've done IBO season 2. We've finished the Gundam mistake. Lupin time.
Or maybe they don't even bother with IBO season 2.
I feel like you've shown season 1. You have to do season 2.
I mean, not necessarily.
Yeah, well,
I don't know that Unicorn did that so bad that it's like, and I don't know that IBO did badly at all. Maybe.
yeah, I don't think it did bad. It
I
was
don't think
average,
they might want a little break from all the Gundam and giant robot stuff, though.
Okay, cool. Mob Psycho is like 12 episodes.
but-
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but I've been reading some Reddit comments, some Twitter comments, about Toonami's ratings for the past few weeks.
Oh,
And-
man.
I don't
Question
even want
for
to.
people-
I don't even want to know.
I've seen some suggestion from people who say that maybe Toonami should air some lesser known shows, some shows that aren't
God.
really like big and popular, that people aren't
Oh,
just
God.
rushing to watch subbed. So
Like what?
some unknown gems like Lupin. Like Lupin is fairly popular, but we can all agree it's not really like mainstream.
There's a lot of Sentai. There's like they could be like, okay, let's go back to the Sentai well, and let's, how about Log Horizon or Ushio and Tora?
Oh yes.
Exactly. Like those are shows that are hidden gems. I think would do well in Toonami because hey, no one's seen them before. They're brand new to new viewers, so it'd be a pretty good opportunity.
That's an interesting thought. I mean, like I just don't want them to fall into that Sci-Fi Channel mistake of airing really crap shows.
I know, but Sci-Fi
Well,
Channel also aired
unfortunately-
Gurren Lagann.
I felt like that was almost like somebody didn't know what they were doing and they accidentally put a good show on that block. Because every other show that they aired was kind of like the most boring crap I'd ever seen. But that's just me.
One thing we can't be sure of is they're getting Stardust Crusaders.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a world dub premiere. So if someone wants to see the dub of Stardust Crusaders, they need to watch it on Toonami.
So that would probably be that would definitely be the Attack on Titan replacement.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I think we're going to only have to, like I said, we're only have to wait a week, and then we're going to know at least something. I think.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to know.
Makes sense.
I mean, really, the only big question mark is: do they still do more Gundam, or do they stop?
I mean, if they want more giant robots, they got the new season of Full Metal Panic coming, and they got 3 other seasons worth of really good stuff to show.
I heard that got delayed.
Oh hell! Of course it did. I can't have anything nice.
So it might be next year.
Well, that'd give them enough time to air the whole thing if they wanted.
But if anything from Samurai Jack I've learned is that like world premiere original content definitely does well on Toonami in terms of ratings.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, shall we talk about Samurai Jack?
Probably.
Oh yes.
Samurai Jack, episode 61. In this episode, they're still kissing. They get outside the big obelisk, and Jack is like, nope, see you later. And so the Guardian's dead, and then there's a coup, and set. Fuck. Everything went so bad.
It did not go well at all.
And got off-screened.
What is the Guardian? I don't even know. Everybody was talking about it. I don't remember that.
He was the blue guy that looked like Morpheus, and he was guarding the time portal that Jack was supposed to use when he was like a grizzled old king or something. But he obviously never turned into a grizzled old king, and he apparently got killed off and the time portal destroyed.
Yeah, Jack finds his damaged glasses.
Okay.
Yeah. Which basically means that it was sort of everyone assuming that, okay, that's the one portal Aku can't get because that dude was so badass he whooped Jack's ass without even trying all that hard.
And then he's like, you thought.
Yeah, everyone thought that was going to be the way that he made it back. But it was a great little swerve there.
So clearly at this point there are 2 options here. One, he does not go back to the past because there are no more time portals, and they are not just going to be like, just kidding, here's another one.
Or Ashi makes one. I mean,
that's option 2. If he does go back to the past, it has to be because she makes one.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
But the question becomes, how does she make it? I mean,
she's got if he kills Aku and she hangs on to enough of his juice, maybe she can, swing one.
I'll tell you, that was another big swerve too, is that I think we were all like, oh yeah, the daughters of Aku. Aku doesn't know they exist. Well, turns out he did.
Well,
there was that one time.
Yeah, that was like, oh my god.
This one time where I left my baby juice in this.
Yeah, and he was like,
goblet.
and then I guess she drank it.
So we were mostly right. He just didn't. He did it, but he just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he was like, oh, this is interesting. Here, have some of my liquid, and then they had babies.
But how did she?
Oh yeah.
It's magic.
Well, I mean,
just
she didn't really drink it.
Yeah, it absorbed somehow his DNA or something.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, just Scaramouche was in this episode too for a
And he
while.
got, yeah, no, like, I loved, like, when he delivered the news to Aku, like, it completely snapped him out of his malaise, and they just started dancing, like, yeah. Like, that is my favorite GIF ever.
Aku knows how to shake the booty.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Unspeakable booty.
Oh, no doubt.
But Scaramouche, rip.
Oh, yeah, he got done dirty. Like, Aku didn't even wait to see what was going on. He's just like, nope, you're done.
It sucks too because he traveled all that way just to deliver that one piece of news, and it turns out, oops, I'm too late.
Yep.
Hey, he should have just said, "Hey, as far as I know."
Yeah. Actually, who knows? I mean, Aku it just doesn't take much to piss him off. He could just
Yeah, like, he
sneeze
looked
on
at
him
him
and next thing-
wrong.
Right. But man,
Yeah.
how did and I knew this. I had a feeling this episode was gonna like end on like the lowest note because then that makes
Oh,
the
definitely.
finale
Yeah.
so much more rewarding. But man, that final shot.
Oh, man, that was just...
It's so good. Yeah.
There's a version of it. It's like a whole thing in the Jack thread that I'm just like, oh, that is so good. If
Like,
it was,
it literally seems like they remade, like, one of the intro shots.
oh, definitely, it is just, damn.
It'd be crazy if the final episode they actually play like a different version of the intro with Aku narrating.
Oh,
If
that would
that
be
comes
cool.
back for the final episode, I'll lose my shit.
Oh, definitely.
I have defeated the samurai.
Finally, after sending him a foolish samurai into the future, I struck him down and claimed his magic sword. Now there's no one left to oppose me. Like, early next episode, the Scotsman's ghost is showing up, though, right?
Oh yeah, all of them, his daughters,
Oh,
and
yeah.
all the people who were in that bar. They're all going to be there for sure.
Oh, yeah, no, but I'm like especially looking forward to the Scotsman because you can't not have a season without Jack hanging out with his best friend. It's really kind of sad how that guy is his best friend, though.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It really is.
They're going to result in 22 minutes. So
I mean, I think they can do it. It's just a matter of,
I think it's going to be like 90% a battle because like that's what the promo was saying. It's like this is the final battle. And also I want to mention too, I thought it was so cool how they did the promo for the finale because like it even has like custom animation and stuff just for the promo. It's like they really planned it out.
I mean, I was about like before Toonami, I was like, they better do a finale promo because they did a finale promo for like fucking Samurai 7.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
if they don't do one for
wow.
Samurai fucking Jack, then it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, we forgot.
Oh, they had. I mean, they spent so much money making this show, they might as well.
No, it's just gonna be Rick and Morty showing up.
Oh, god damn it.
Like they're in the middle of the final battle, and then Rick and Morty just come out, and Rick's like, "It worked!
We made it, Morty. Morty, look, we're in an alternate future where... Wait, what's going on, Morty?
I don't know, Rick. There's this big giant black wizard guy with he looks like
Morty, don't be racist. No, don't be racist,
I'm kind
Morty.
of in the middle of something.
I'm not
Go away."
It's okay. We're just looking for Szechuan
Do you
chicken
have
sauce.
Do you have any Mulan dipping sauce?
That would actually be a good fit. And
Oh, oh, that's my
wait,
favorite.
here's a good one.
Here, I have a fridge full of it.
Wait. I just saw some. This is a good one. Okay, Morty, we'll go back. Oops, I dropped this time portal right here. Never mind. We'll just go. We'll just go back. And then Jack just gets the time portal. My mind just wanders.
I mean, if they can make Rick and Morty show up in like Alien Covenant promos, I guess anything's possible.
Ah, boy. Anyway, I think that's all for Samurai Jack.
Oh, but we didn't mention.
I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. Oh yeah, Ashi got turned into mini Aku, and there were a lot of people who were saying how that last episode with romance, oh, it's just filler. I'm like, how the hell are you gonna say that without having seen the whole thing?
Exactly.
Like, I'm not sure people understand what filler is sometimes.
I think it could have been handled a little bit better, but it definitely plays a role very finale. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She's saying, "Oh, kill me, Jack, kill me." I'm like, "No, don't do it, Gendy, don't do it."
I thought he was gonna do it. I thought he was gonna do it for a minute.
But I'm starting to think she might, because when Aku's dead, she's gonna be like the only remnant of his power left. So
Yeah.
if you want to get rid of Aku 100%, either die or she is cleansed 100%.
I think maybe she winds up dying at the end, but before she dies, she makes a portal in time before the final blow is struck.
I think it's going to play out like none of us can imagine, and that's
Probably,
what I hope.
yeah.
I hope it.
So Rick and Morty.
Yeah, we won't know. No, we imagined that. It's going to be
Yes,
something we
did.
didn't even think of. That's going to be
Winnie the Pooh.
Johnny Bravo is going to show up.
Every time you suggest something, then it can't happen. You're changing the future.
Samurai Jack actually ends. Oh no! What have I done?
Then they announced the spinoff.
Yeah, Scaramouche gets his own show.
I'd watch that.
I would watch a Scaramouche and the Mongo, like buddy cop, buddy assassin spinoff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, want to talk about Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah.
Not really.
Might as well.
Whatever.
This was okay. Wait, I forgot what happened.
Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Super episode 18. I'm here too. Training commences on Beerus' world, in which they do chores.
Oh yeah,
and a little bit of training.
This episode is actually surprisingly funny.
Vegeta got turned into a maid, and he's totally cool with it.
This series, more than any other Dragon Ball I've seen, really just wants to make Vegeta look like an idiot.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too. It's just funny.
I mean, he's used to holding the L, though. You know.
He is. But I'm just sorry for like hardcore Vegeta fans. Like, no, I don't want Vegeta to be embarrassed like this. This is humiliated.
No, it's all right. He gets some good moments later.
I hope so. Animation in this episode was really off. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, no, this whole arc is pretty rough in terms of animation. Apparently, they have like no lead time with these episodes, so it's all sort of done by the skin of their teeth.
This is still when they were like,
yeah,
you know, they were probably doing deep pre-production for the actual show while they were pumping these out.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can pretty much tell because they had to. Yeah, they basically went, okay, we'll just adapt the two like movies, and then we'll start from there because we have no time otherwise.
It was so weird because like it would like a character would look like fine in one shot, and then they like on model and everything, and then the very next shot they would look like they were drawn by like somebody learning to draw Dragon Ball characters.
Yeah,
really off.
Like it definitely gets better as the series goes because they're able to build themselves more and more lead time with each arc.
Yeah.
So like by the time we get to where we are now, it's gonna look fucking awesome, and you guys are gonna be like, yes.
I mean, get back to me when Vidella's cool again.
She has a cool moment or two. So you know, I mean,
apparently
not like punch.
Waifu Vidella's in next episode because she's in the promo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think of the English opening?
It was
just why?
Yeah, that's my thought too.
It's not really necessary. I don't know. I think I know why they did it, but they really couldn't get someone. I guess is the original singer
I think
singing
so.
in
Yeah,
broken English. So it's like
I mean,
I don't know
maybe
why
it
they
was a
couldn't get
rights
someone to
thing.
dub over it. It probably is.
I don't know. I mean, just like it's. I mean, the only thing that makes sense to me is that somebody was like, "Oh no! Well, this needs to be English because it's airing in America." And they, I mean, it's kind of neat that they got the same singer because it sounds the same, but
Yeah,
his English is so bad that
it's not
it
good.
might as well be in Japanese because I can't make out what he's saying.
Yeah, I was
It's
like, wait, what's he saying? Like, it originally didn't occur to me that, oh wait, this is in English.
yeah, like even the English in the Dragon Ball opening for Buu Saga is better than that.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean that isn't that the uh voice actor singing it though for the
I don't
Bukai?
know, but I mean, it's still broken English in Kai.
Oh yeah.
It's just that at least I can make out more what they're saying. It's yeah. It's just I wonder if it'll be there that this next week. I'm assuming it will.
Hmm.
I don't know why they waited so long. I mean, if you're going to, dude, I guess it was a rights issue. It took them a long time for the ink to dry. So
Well, yeah, or it's so strange because like, or if they asked them to do it, like, hey, would you re-record this song in English for our English viewing audiences? Like, again, who's asking for that? Like, is somebody at like Adult Swim or Cartoon Network saying, hey,
I think it's just Toei trying to make sure it hits, because
but then they don't
it.
understand their own audience.
Well, I mean, the problem is that they had, sort of the situation with One Piece, which is basically the last time they tried sending anything over that's quite as big as Super, and it
Mm.
got completely screwed over. So so from the sound of it, they have a pretty tight leash on, Funimation and the English version of it as a result.
The only thing I was thinking too
mhm.
was that maybe they were like thinking, oh, well, we'll air Super on like Disney XD in the future, and maybe this will make it more palatable to
Oh
them.
no, that's oh no,
That's
no, that ain't gonna work.
no.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of editing.
But what I was going to say was also is like I don't even think that's true because I think one time I happened to tune into Disney XD when they were airing Shippuden, and I think
Yeah.
those openings were in Japanese even.
No, like the problem with Shippuden was all the violence.
Yeah. But I
Like
mean,
they
no,
had.
but I'm just talking about the language. Just the language in
Yeah,
the opening was, I think, even in Japanese on Disney XD.
yeah. No, like I seriously do think it's just them worried that they're gonna miss another golden goose opportunity and being a little too tight with the how it's adapted.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
if anything, they've already, if it happens to go south, it's because of what they. I mean, it'll all be their fault, like, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. But I figure like they'd probably rather have that than anything else.
Do you think? Here's a secret thought I had. Do you think that DeMarco does not like Japanese openings and that he wants American English openings on his block?
I don't think he
No,
cares.
No,
no,
because
because
people would lose their minds once they changed popular openings.
I mean
Yeah,
we've had Japanese
yeah,
openings
Well,
for
we didn't have a
years.
choice though.
But
Like, is
yeah.
this a situation where somebody was like, "Hey, we would get less people switching the channel if it was in English"?
Honestly, I don't think he cares about the openings one way or another. I mean, he truncates most of them anyway.
yeah, like they're like get down to 30
Yeah.
seconds.
It's just a thought. I mean, I don't think so either, but I'm just trying to like wrap my head around this
I
decision because
guess.
it's so out there.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's just
I guess.
they don't want another One Piece situation.
But
Well,
again, that's
I
just
guess.
them being dumb because like everyone who is a remote anime fan loves their Japanese openings. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
no,
everybody
no,
loves the opening to Cowboy Bebop.
yeah,
Well, that's a bad example, but you know what I mean? Like, openings
yeah,
in
no,
Japanese, they love them. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I know exactly
Well, you
what you
fans,
mean.
but I
It's
see that.
it's gem,
I-
it's just them not wanting to screw the golden goose for the second time. I think
Yeah,
like
like
they screwed One Piece over way too hard, and now they got a second chance, and they
You
don't
could
want
make
to
the
mess it up.
argument though that they're doing it the wrong way. Like they're doing it backwards. Like
Yeah,
they should have never dubbed the One Piece openings and always had them in Japanese,
right.
and it would have been better
Yeah.
off. It's like they didn't
Uh,
learn their lesson or something.
no, like I think it's that they want like creative control over whatever,
Well, the thing with One Piece,
Like they
I
basically
believe it
signed the
was.
rights away to 4Kids and without thinking.
Well, the 4Kids thing is something different because Toei actually gave it to 4Kids as a package deal with a few other
Yeah,
shows.
yeah. That's why I'm thinking they gave it to the right people this time, but they want to maintain that tight control over it, just in case.
But with Funimation actually dubbing the openings, I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there was a change in the contracts for the music company in charge of licensing out the One Piece opening music, where it was a lot harder to license for dubbing in English.
There was one case I remember when they started the simul subs when they kept One Piece opening going longer than normal because they couldn't get the rights to the next one.
Right.
Also,
yeah.
also there was when they aired Dimension W, we didn't have the music for, or no, I'm sorry, no, it was the ending to Space Dandy. We
Right.
did not. We never. I don't think they ever aired that for licensing reasons.
I'd be surprised if they even had an opening for that one. I mean, a closing.
They did. There was a
Yeah,
closing too. It was a good
Right.
one. I liked it, but I don't think it ever aired on Toonami for licensing reasons.
The opening was GOAT, so who cares?
Like some performers, they'll have in a contract, this song cannot be aired on television or broadcast in another country or without
It
paying
was
some sort of fee.
Yeah, it was probably some payment thing, or they didn't license it properly in the U.S.
Oh well. I mean, I think we've talked enough about that.
Yeah.
The only other
Probably.
thing I'll say is that Goku had to pee and Lord Champa showed up. So.
Yes, Goku
And
almost peed off the
Savage
thing,
yeah.
Look, it's Fat Beerus.
and he
Wait,
blew up a planet.
Who are these characters? Find out next time on Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Super.
What the fuck is this show? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z Kai: The Final Chapters. Dragon Ball Z Kai: The Final Chapters, episode 117. Wither Victory. What? A Battle Royale Championship match. In which case, now that the tournament is lame, let's go back to the tournament.
Yeah. I wish we never left in the first place, but if we're gonna do it, at least 18's gonna win quick.
Hell yeah. I'll always be up for some 18.
Well, maybe not quick, but
I read a spoiler, you're gonna be mad.
I'm sure it's going to be over soon. I know. But whatever.
Yeah, you could tell at this point that Toriyama was like, okay, this tournament's getting boring. I don't care anymore. Let's just do a battle royale.
I mean,
It's all finished.
Well, it got boring because he literally took away the fight everyone wanted to see. It was like, you're going to have Goku versus Vegeta in the first round. Wow, that's going to be awesome. And then it's like, well, he left too early. He should have had that fight happen and then have everyone leave.
But weren't you so much more interested in the Majin guys?
No.
Exactly.
Aren't you so excited to see how, Dabura comes out after he's done taking a shit?
In the meditation chamber? Okay, I have a question. Is the meditation chamber something special, or is it literally just a closet?
I think it's a closet.
It's
Technically, I think it's a filler thing. Like, there wasn't actually one in the manga.
Oh. It's not like the time room.
No, I think it's just someplace he sits while he focuses.
Where he takes a dump.
Yeah, no, pretty much. I think he just needed to take a shit before he went out, but he didn't want to say it. I gotta go meditate. But that's the bathroom.
Don't come in.
I can feel his power rising.
Enchiladas.
His ki is going crazy. His energy spiked.
Anyway, there's two other jabronis got jabronied.
Yes, they did.
Oh yeah, I can't remember their names. But,
I can't even remember what they look like.
It was
Well, there was racist black guy and blonde dude.
Oh, that's right.
And date rapist blonde dude.
Yeah, they got done.
Yeah, gender bend 18. Yeah.
No, don't diss her like that. Don't you
I'm not
diss her
dissing
like
her. I'm
that.
saying that he had the same hairstyle.
Hers was way better.
18
Just saying.
is just such a great character. Like all female characters in Dragon Ball, just so underutilized.
Oh, definitely.
Oh man, it's a shame. And the announcers, he's hip, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is.
No,
It's like I actually like that guy, if only because he seems like he's smarter than literally everyone else on the face of the earth.
He's the only one who sees through, like, Mr. Sane's bullshit, and he's the only
Yeah.
one who knows, who remembers Goku.
Yeah, like he remembers Goku and Piccolo and Krillin and all that, and he's like, "Hey man, just don't blow up the ring this time."
I mean, not to diss the guy or anything, but it didn't really take much to be smarter than half the people in this world. I mean, they're all a bunch of morons, basically.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. But I mean, I gotta respect the guy who he only cares about putting on a good show.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't care if you're good, you don't care if you're bad. He's just like, as long as you fight good. I'll let you fight, motherfuckers.
He's like a fight promoter or something. And he's not really. He's not really like a reporter, because if he was a reporter, he'd be freaking out about that somehow people can fly. But he didn't really care about that.
Yeah, no, he's not Jimmy Firecracker. Yeah, he's not Jimmy Firecracker.
Yeah.
Wow, obscure reference.
It's not that obscure. It was last episode.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, so Mr. Sane is pretty much no one is. He tried to do his dynamite punch, and dynamite punch, yeah.
Oh yeah!
Magnets in the floor, and they turned them on, and I got the iron in my blood because I ate my spinach.
He's gonna win, isn't he?
What do you think?
I saw the spoiler.
I'm gonna give him the old razzle.
He's gonna win because Mighty Mask, aka the kids, and 18 won't fight or something, and he'll win by default or something.
Are you kidding? 18 wants the cash. That's the whole reason she let Krillin into this thing, so she could get rich.
But she doesn't know that she would. I don't think 18's mean enough to fight those kids if she knew that it was them. So I don't know.
You
I could be
kidding?
wrong. Oh, really? Yeah,
That's exactly like something she would do.
She is kind of evil.
Surprised, no.
You think she let the kids stand in her way? She win that money. Marin goes to college.
That's true.
I mean, Krillin ain't got a job. I mean, Krillin don't have no job.
She hasn't seen through the disguise yet. She hasn't seen through the disguise yet.
She probably don't give a shit.
Again, I'm telling you, everybody in this world is a freaking idiot.
Well, I mean, I don't think she can actually sense energy. So you know.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, want to talk about Attack on Titan?
Yes.
All right.
Attack on Titan, episode 29, Soldier. In this episode, all these experienced, Scout Corps people are like, let's go, we're definitely coming back. And then the narrator voice is like, they all died.
Everything dies.
They were literally crying for their mama.
That's what makes it. That's what makes it for me when they cry for their mama.
That one dude just wanted a drink.
I feel real sorry for
blame
that guy,
him?
man. Yeah, like
Like
that one drop came out, and he's like, "Here."
Yeah. And go ahead.
I was having a conversation about how series deal with death and the famous anime deaths thread, which you should not go in because there's pretty big spoilers for stuff like One Piece. And
and Hunter x Hunter too. So,
yeah, and Hunter x Hunter too. And it's just this weird thing that Attack on Titan is basically the exact opposite of something like One Piece or even Naruto, in that basically everyone dies,
Oh man, this episode was like crazy morbid.
Yeah,
there was a part where I was like, "This is dark."
Yeah, but I mean, it's sort of like so many people die that none of the deaths ever really hit home or have much real plot importance.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like it's the same. It's the same problem. Where like people die a lot, very frequently, and you're at the point where you're
But
like, okay, I'm just going to expect everyone to die, so I don't get attached to anybody. So
yeah, like most of the deaths in Game of Thrones don't really have any effect on the larger story. It's just that character's plot is done, and so we're gonna kill him off. Which I'm not really a gigantic fan of, but I'm still liking Attack on Titan right now.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk a little bit about some of the cool things that happen. So, obviously, the biggest thing is that it's revealed that Ymir is a Titan. What do they call them? Titan changers or
Titan shifter.
Yeah, whatever the hell it is.
So she's one of those. Also,
I
earlier
mean, who
in the
didn't see that
episode,
coming though?
that was pretty crazy. Like,
I didn't see it coming. I mean,
although
Her name is Ymir.
so
is that
It's
like
like
Norse?
yeah, it's like Norse.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
It's a weird, crazy future past place. Who knows what kind of
Nobody
names
here
make
before the
sense?
Dark World.
if that was her name and everyone else had like generic like American or Japanese names, then yeah, I'd be like, hey, she's a
Yeah.
fucking Titan. But everyone, kind of
Yeah.
has
They have, like,
European
Aaron
names, and none
and,
of them.
like,
Unless you
Reiner.
specifically know what Ymir means in Norse, you're not
Like
probably
it,
not
like
going to
it,
notice.
like it was I think there's literally a Titan in Norse mythology called Ymir.
All right. Well, I
Like
didn't know that.
again, if you didn't know that, you probably wouldn't notice.
Okay,
Right.
probably.
Well, anyway, so she can not only can she turn into a Titan, she also can read some kind of language that I've never seen before, which I guess is a big, some sort of big revelation. And I think Renier or whatever was the guy who noticed that. So that was interesting. I also like the scene too where the one girl and she's like helping Rainer after he got his arm bit. And she's like being like really sweet to him, and he's just like secretly to himself, he's like, "Oh my God, please marry me."
That's been a running gag since I think season 1.
Yeah.
With yeah. But I kind of had the feeling like the moment she picked up the knife, I'm like, is she gonna jump and stab him? Wait. I started thinking maybe nah, but once she jumped, I'm like, yeah, she's probably a Titan.
She's pretty tall too. You know, like even in her like normal, ordinary form, she's kind of a tall girl. So I guess that makes sense.
Yep.
So yeah, like this is another episode where there's no Aaron, and it works because there's no Aaron.
It's the best.
It does help when he's not around.
Okay, we've came up with the best way to fix our show. Get rid of the main character.
Well, I mean, in their defense, they did kill him off in like episode 2.
He should have stayed dead.
It should have stuck.
Yeah, no, it should have.
I was really hoping Mikasa would have become the main character because I think,
Oh wow.
like after her little flashback, Aaron saved her. I thought, oh, maybe she's gonna be the main character now. Like, but no.
You're asking too much.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I like Mikasa back then.
I still kind of like her.
Or Armin.
She's in the Mikazuki phase where it's like, she'll just fuck up a Titan, no questions asked, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Armin in season 1 kind of reminded me a little bit of Simone from Gurren Lagann,
Yeah.
Yeah, early version.
It's the same sort of, this is this little kid, but he got potential,
Right. Yeah, so if he became the main character, that would have been cool.
I mean,
Either,
It just goes without saying, every character is better than Aaron in this show, pretty much.
Yeah.
He's the one character who just yells and gets mad and then has the one thing everybody needs, which is the power to turn into a Titan.
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for that, he would be completely useless.
Yeah, I think so. Even Levi's like the character. He's like the Sasuke of this show. Like, I'm sure he's more popular.
oh yeah.
I mean, he has no angst at all. He also just murders Titans, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll murder people too, though.
People
Don't
really
get him wrong.
Yeah, people really love the stoic characters a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, when our other option is Aaron / Benager, then yeah.
Benager. What else?
That
is
one
there
Titan
talk
got
about?
decanonized.
Boo.
Come on, dude.
And that's the episode, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week for. Okay, sure.
I mean,
But
besides
Raynor
the
did
wonderful
MMA the
episode,
fuck out of that Titan.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man, I was hoping he was gonna body slam him, but no, he just lifted him up to the window.
Should have given him the people.
What?
Should have given him the people's elbow.
None of those would work.
The people's elbow always works.
Anyway, want to talk about Tokyo Ghoul? No? Well, we have to do it anyway.
Flash.
Tokyo Ghoul Episode 7, Captivity. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Did they censor that head cut? Did they like crop it so that you couldn't actually see it?
Yeah, I think so.
Was that so? I mean, I'm assuming we're still getting, you know.
Well, like black censorship line bars are mostly gone.
What I'm saying is that did that scene ever exist uncut?
I have
In
no
any
idea.
form?
I'm not too sure. I've never seen the Tokyo Ghoul uncut version, but I think it was uncut in the manga. So
Well, I mean,
I'm not
everything was
surprised.
uncut there.
it's another example of Studio Pro trying to, turn Tokyo Ghoul into a shonen.
Yep. That's the problem with the character, the main character. That everybody in the thread was talking about that just recently. But like he has no angst. He has no interesting character traits. He's just, the guy, like we said last week, who just goes around exclaiming things. Oh my
Angst
god.
isn't interesting.
Anything
Yeah.
is better than what he is now, though. He is just like completely non-character.
It takes way too long to get to the really interesting parts.
Although I guess he's got his sweet goth mask now.
Darth Carnegie. Nice.
Well, I'm gonna talk for a moment here about my feelings on the show. I don't know why I keep watching this. The show it's just like I said in the thread. It's a show full of assholes. Like everybody is an idiot or is like a jerk to everyone else for no good reason.
Yeah.
And you guys were talking about this, several weeks ago, and I'm starting to appreciate what you said, which was why can't the humans and the ghouls just figure out some solution to this problem? And because the problem is that the show, well, I don't know if it's a problem, but it's just a weird thing the show's doing where like it will have scenes where you're with the ghouls and you're like, oh man, it sucks being a ghoul. They're being hunted. Oh, this is terrible for the ghouls. And then they'll flip over and then show the other side and they'll be like, oh man, these ghouls are killing all the humans. We've got to protect the humans. And it's like, there are no good guys in this show.
Yeah, and I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, though.
I guess not. But I mean, it's just, but as a viewer, I'm
the way it's handled isn't bad.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm watching a bunch of bad people do bad things, and I can't get behind anybody.
Yeah,
the only asshole like I really enjoy watching is Motto because he's just so over the top.
He's like Emperor Palpatine. It's like you just want to see him laugh and be idiot, just go off the wall. I like him, but I mean, but for the wrong reasons.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like a character who I'm like, oh, I want you to win.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the problem is that, like, you can do a situation where there's no good guys, like where both sides are both have a point but are doing horrible things to each other.
You can totally do Legend of Galactic Heroes. Yeah,
I mean, it's something that can be done and is done all the time, but it has to be done better than this. Like, there has to be no other choice for what they're doing. Like, you can't have a situation where it's like, oh, well, if they just did this, they could fix all their problems. And Tokyo Ghoul very clearly has one of those situations.
Yeah. It kind of makes me wonder, what keeps me interested in this show is just learning about the ghouls and like I'm sure they're never going to touch on this, but I would love to know how long have they been around? Like, have they been around for 1,000 years? And if so, how has society been dealing with this for 1,000 years?
Maybe it's like X-Men. They have the X gene.
That would
And they
be
got, like,
interesting, and I would want to
well,
know about that. But it doesn't.
yeah,
I
like
have a feeling the story's never going to go there.
no. I mean, that would actually be a really interesting thing if like being a ghoul was a curable thing, because
Yeah.
then you'd have the main character be like, oh wow, I can go back to my normal life, but then they'd be like, well, we'll do this, but you have to betray all your friends. Like that would be an interesting conflict to have. You know,
Yeah.
like that could be a really interesting thing to do.
The way the show has done it so far, it seems to suggest that ghouls are just another species of people.
Yeah,
And
like
I'm assuming, I mean, I want to believe that they were only recently discovered. But if they've
yeah.
been around for a long time, then I'm just like, what is going? Like, how could you? Why would you let this go on for so long?
Yeah, it's
where's
very much like someone somewhere would have figured something out by now.
Yeah, they would have
yeah,
all just moved to another continent or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
which makes me believe it might be a more recent thing with the ghoul, because where's the military? Where's the the doves are supposed to be like a organization to take care of the ghouls, but
Right.
they
They don't
seem
seem
more
very.
like businessmen. Like
They're not great at it.
But I feel like the Dougs have probably been doing it for like a few decades.
That still feels like it's way too long for how bad they are at this.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
If they've been doing it for decades, I'm like, they'd obviously be way scarier than they are right now. You know, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
it's one of those. Yeah. Okay. Go.
Well, I'm just gonna say, I mean, we're kind of hitting the same notes, but I'm just like, again, it's more interesting to talk about this kind of stuff that isn't in the show. But the
Yeah.
show itself is just like, oh, look, what's her face got really mad because the mom died, and so now she's going to get revenge, and then crazy wide-eyed dove guy is going to attack her using his Zabak toe or whatever the hell that thing is.
So awesome.
Yeah, and like that's the
called-
show, and I'm not interested in that.
Yeah. That's sort of the
And-
problem, is that there is interesting stuff to be had, but none of it is what's been focused on so far.
Yeah, the premise is there, but I don't feel like they're doing it right.
Like
And
they're
also-
literally doing nothing with the premise.
And also, you know how Kaneki, he was a human turned to a ghoul, and he doesn't like being a ghoul.
Yeah.
For instance, there was a ghoul who wanted really badly to be a human, who didn't want to just eat humans their entire life and be in hiding.
Well, I mean, that character would have a lot more agency than Kaneki does, because, I mean, he literally just runs around doing absolutely nothing. Like, he is a spectator.
I can totally understand that in the manga, I bet Kaneki is a far more interesting character because they're not like pussifying him like they are in the anime. I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably.
Well, Toka just slashed that guy. They were just talking about, oh man, I can't wait to go back to the office, start being those ghouls. I'm like, yeah, he's dead.
Is that her mask too? That she looks like a bunny? Is like her real mask? Okay,
Seriously?
I kind of like it. It's not bad. I mean, it's better than like some like really
Well, I mean, they have that guy who's like, hey, you want to hang out and watch some cannibalism? I mean, like a fluffy bunny mask. Are you kidding me?
I think it's kind of, I don't know. I kind of like it for some reason. At least because it's different. It's not.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
not
it's
like all
different.
the masks that just look edgy.
I'm just having a hard time believing the guy that watches competitive cannibalism is like, he
Making
made a
that?
fluffy bunny mask. Yeah,
Yeah.
And
like I'm not buying that.
I give him props if he did then, because that makes, at least he's kind of
But, like-
creative.
Like that would be legit. Like he actually thinks about the person that gets the mask.
Yeah. I think they established that he does.
I guess.
And even still, it doesn't sound in the real world. Even if you wore a mask, especially, someone would be able to tell, or at least guess, that you look similar to another person, to who you are to who you are without the mask.
Yeah.
Kaneki's mask is it's just one eye patch. One of his eyes is exposed. Hey, this guy who works at this cafe, he wears an eye patch.
I
Hey,
wonder.
look, here's the gourmet. Hey, you're clearly the gourmet.
Yeah, he has purple hair, just like the gourmet. Hey.
They're not hiding very well.
No.
No one would see us if they saw us on the street. Yes, we would.
But I will say though, another character I kind of appreciate is Amon. Am I saying this right? Amon, whatever. The guy who just chugged down an entire bowl of ramen noodles.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I mean, he's the character that, again, the show wants you to empathize with him. Like, he's the good human.
But it doesn't really work.
I guess not, but I mean, I kind of see where you're coming from. I kind of see where you're coming from because it's like I kind of like, I mean, like he's like straight-laced and, you know, he seems determined. And it's like, I kind of feel like, it's not a bad character. I mean, I think I like him for the reasons that you should like a character.
Yeah.
And the other guy, the crazy white-haired, big-eye guy, like I like him because he's just ridiculous. Like you're not
like,
supposed to like him, but he's just a goofball.
Like I sort of wish the straight-laced guy was more Togusa, you know? Like if they made him Togusa, I'd be like, yes, okay, I'm behind this guy. Because like Togusa's like, obviously he's a good dude, and, like he empathizes with people and he cares about shit. And
And I don't know if it's tropish, but usually when you
everything's
have this type of,
tropish.
you know, who's straight laced and, you know, he wants to do the right thing. Usually they end up either sympathizing with the other side who they're fighting against, or they end up switching to the other side. So
I don't think that's gonna happen.
But I feel like he's going to at least, you know, look at goals differently as the show progresses.
If that happens, that would actually be an improvement for the show. Again, because I just hate this idea that like, oh, they just hate each other. And it's like, come on, you know, so much could happen. You're both intelligent creatures. You can have a conversation. You don't have to act like one of you is a wild feral beast and the other isn't.
Yeah, I mean, you can work something out.
Yeah.
And another thing I just thought of, ghouls have been around for decades. When they have figured out a system to, you know, eat humans without actually hunting down and killing humans,
I think this is it.
Corpses,
I think what we're seeing in this show is the best they could do.
That is sad.
I think so. I mean, I think
like
really
like no one can get a job as like a mortician or something.
It's like, okay, we thought of that, but then we would not have a show.
Yeah, could be that too.
Like they can't try eating like cows or.
I mean, like they could have the thing where it's like, oh, they're all morticians and they eat the, you know, John Does and shit, but then, you know, they get hunted down anyway, and I think that'd be a more interesting show, you know, because it'd be like they're very clearly trying to live in the world, not bother anyone, and
like
they're being aggressed against.
Like I said, I can't believe I'm bringing this up, but like I said, I think Twilight did it better.
It probably did.
Because that's exactly what happens in that thing. There are these vampires who don't want to be dicks to people, you know?
Okay, that is the episode title. Twilight did it better.
Okay.
Someone write it down. But B-dubs, I'm not sure if you read the manga, but is it ever brought up why they...
No, I can't say I read it.
Oh. Because I just find it weird that, coffee, we can drink coffee, and it settles our stomach.
Like that's just a weird thing they can drink, I guess.
Yeah, it's just it's a fluke or something. Also, you said like, why can't they just eat cows? And again, I don't think they could, because that's kind of considered human food, you know.
Yeah, like I mean, I think the
they
coffee
really
thing
can't
is supposed
eat
to
anything
empathize.
other than humans
and coffee.
Because of course.
Oh man, I hope this isn't like some like, ghouls are like genetically engineered humans or something. Like I don't.
That would be more interesting.
Human evolution.
Again,
that would be an improvement.
I agree. I think that would be, at least there would be some basis for why these things are happening. It's just right now, it just feels like, there's ghouls. Like, why are there ghouls? Explain this to me. Is it just like they're supposed to be vampires and we just never knew? I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway, let's talk about Hunter x Hunter.
Yes.
Yay. Hunter x Hunter episode 51, A Brutal Battlefield, in which Chrollo says his name and Neon's like, no, seriously, what?
It's Christopher Year from your...
Chrollo Lucifer. Togashi just has no idea how to spell.
Like, I'm serious. My name is, bad guy McSpace Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at least he
Hitler McBad guy.
at least she had like the obvious reaction that everyone should have when they hear that name. Like, what? Did your parents want you to grow up and be like an evil genocide guy or something?
This was the episode. It was basically an evening with Crollo and Neon, where
Yeah,
they're
it
just
was.
going out for tea, or that was it.
Yeah, no, they're hanging out, and we get to see how how she does her fortune telling.
Although they had showed that before. They showed that when she was in that limousine or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got a better explanation for it now, though.
And I mean, you guys were really excited about the final scene with the he's like, it's basically like Godfather, at the end where everybody's dying to the music, or this is a poem or what Requiem or whatever. I thought it was really well done, but I don't really guess I know what the significance of the poem is, so I didn't really get it.
The poem is her fortune telling. Basically,
no, I know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the poem was, like the first stanza is the first week, second, third, fourth,
But is it is he talking about something that's going to happen?
It's something that already happened. They were talking. The poem was about Uvagin dying.
Oh, see, I guess I didn't pick up on that. Okay.
Yeah, basically because of the time of the month, the first part of the poem already happened.
Okay. Well, I mean, I still thought it was a cool scene, but I just didn't get that whole what the lyrics meant or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes you have to read through some of the Nen explanations more than once to really get it, if only because it's sort of like, wait, what? That's insane.
Yeah, like the part of the poem where it says like, oh, they mourn their fallen friend, or was it the moon or something?
Something like that.
That was just, that was a reference to, the mourning Uvogin.
Gotcha.
So, and Crollo starts to cry. So, oh, our bad guy, he has feelings.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Crollo Lucifer is not coming off looking all that bad in this episode.
I mean, he's not like, that's sort of the thing with them, is that they're obviously bad dudes and do obviously bad shit, but they're not sort of like evil sociopath types. Yeah. I mean, they're kind of sociopaths, but it's like
they're more layered.
They're not crazy white-haired big eye guy.
Yeah, they're not crazy white-haired big eye guy.
Yeah.
I mean, when
I was totally down with Finks just running through people and spinning their heads like horseshoes.
That was fantastic. And then there was that. And then there was the kid who basically remote controlled guys into shooting their friends.
With darts or whatever.
See, it's not such a bad thing having Tokyo Ghoul right before Hunter x Hunter.
Just for the references, the comparisons.
Yeah.
So, okay, don't answer this, but I just want to comment on it. So apparently Crollo's power is that he can create indoor fish that eat people. Well, I don't know what's going on here then, because there are these fish that can only exist in a closed room, and they can eat you, but you don't die until they cease to exist.
That is technically a Nen power, yes.
It's a Nen power.
Crollo's power is a little complicated to explain. They'll go into it a little later, but it's very sort of versatile and dangerous.
Okay. Well, do answer me this. Did he make that happen?
Yes.
Okay. Because it just came in, there was just a scene, and then suddenly those things were there, and I didn't know how they got there.
Yeah, no, he made them get there. Okay. But that's not specifically his. I mean, it's his power, but it's not his power.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I think that scene where the guy had half his face in, I think that was uncensored, because I do not remember that while watching it subbed.
Wow.
So, very brutal way to go.
Well, I mean,
also, he fucked that guy up with a pen, Jason Bourne style.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Crollo is like one of the top tier guys in this world, so.
You know what's funny? You guys keep saying that. It seems like we just keep getting to this guy, he's one of the strongest guys in this show.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of like really strong guys in this show, sort of scattered throughout the early arcs.
Yeah.
It's like how the warlords and the admirals show up throughout One Piece.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, so there's like a bunch of people who are like on their level, like.
Yeah,
But yeah.
also, what's the Killua's family showed up?
Oh yeah, Zeno and Silva.
Yeah.
I bet they can
Basically,
kill a motherfucker real good.
Oh, they know how to kill motherfuckers.
What did his sign say?
Never retire.
Never retire. Like yeah.
Like of course,
shit, he's so cool.
Zeno is a boss. Like,
and
everyone's like, oh.
He's gonna give him a 30% discount if those assassins ever need a guy killed.
Senior citizen discount.
So everyone's assigned themselves color names, but I think it's definitely a reference to Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, probably.
Well, they stopped that halfway through.
Yeah, because Zeno and Silver,
they're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they're like, we could kill all you guys in like 30 seconds. What do we care?
I mean,
they're like, you're all gonna die anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically like, we're the only two that are gonna live through this, so we don't care about any of you.
Especially you, guy with wooden mask.
If that guy makes it past next episode, I will be shocked.
So, wait. So here's another question. Did they hire all of those people at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what that tells me? It tells me that the people in this world are just really bad at telling who's good and who's not good.
I mean, they just want to be sure.
Yeah.
Also, they just want to get the job done, so they're like, we don't care. Just get the biggest, baddest assassins.
Yeah, like each of the family.
Okay, like Zeno and Silva will get the job done, but we need a lot more to get it done faster.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically like that. All the families hired those small fry guys, and then like the rich guys were like, yeah, "Fuck those guys. We're gonna hire the big dogs."
It's like we could hire just them, and they would eventually kill all the Phantom Troop. But we need this done tonight.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Pretty much. We know they're going to be here, so we want to kill them all off.
Unfortunately, the simple reality is those are the only two people in the assassins in the entire world that actually have a chance.
Well, I mean, outside of Kurapika, who shows up.
Okay, those three.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Kurapika's first time, I guess, seeing
Zeno and Silva. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think actually no one outside of Killua has actually seen his family among like the main cast.
Yeah. So far, yeah.
Anyway, I have no idea where this is going because like the protagonists are on like the other side of the city.
Yeah, they want to get into this auction to get Great Island. Well, the auction keeps getting postponed because of the Phantom Troop. So.
No, different auction they want.
Oh, it's a different auction.
Yeah, there's the regular auction where Greed Island's being sold, and then there's the underworld auction where everyone keeps getting shot.
You think they realize, okay, maybe we should not advertise this auction.
I mean, okay, you know what? You guys win all the bet. You guys win everything. You win.
We're done. Just take it.
And
want to talk about Unicorn?
I think we
before we do, I want to mention Neon just casually got into the car of a complete stranger.
Oh yeah, no, she don't give a fuck.
Well, she doesn't strike me as particularly worldly.
No, I mean she's very protected. I mean,
yeah,
she got like what 3 handmaidens and 6 bodyguards.
Yeah,
like that's not something that
I'm the daughter of the Nostrat family. Like, nobody's gonna kidnap me.
Yeah, and she's also like
hanging out with Satan McSpace Hitler.
Exactly. Yeah. You seem like a nice guy.
Thank you for
your name's Lucifer. Oh, I like you.
Yeah.
What your name? Oh, your name's Time Lord Demon King.
I'll go with you. You seem like a good guy.
Anyway, Unicorn?
Okay, let's do it.
I guess you guys can
Mobile
talk
Suit-
about it. I didn't watch it, so
Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, episode 19, Another Cosmic Glow, which means more magical space bullshit.
You know what I just realized is the title is you know what it's referring to? It's referring to Space Ghosts. Because we have Space Ghosts in this
Hey,
episode.
hey, Space Ghost.
Space Ghost was awesome.
So she's
Ready?
going-
You're bringing me down, man!
can we bring back Space Ghost on the block?
Anyway, so that's all I gotta say is that the what chick died and she turned into a space ghost, and that was the episode.
Also, whiny
Pretty much.
white-haired dude died. Just kind of, I'm shocked he died this episode because it's like, oh, he's dead now. Okay, whatever.
Oh
Who
yeah,
cares?
remember? Oh, and do you remember he had his death scene was just like him begging to be he's reaching out for full frontal.
Let me
He's
reach
like,
out
full
for
frontal. Give it to
Might-
me.
You might not want to reach out.
I'm just like, he loves full frontal that much.
Well, who doesn't?
Anyway, now there's trapdoors in the mansion. And there's 3 episodes of this left. How are there 3 fucking episodes left?
There just
Oh my
are.
God, forever.
What is even left to do?
Well, they got to
Who
go
knows?
talk to old man McBeardy guy, I guess.
And liberate the hair gel mines of Uranus.
I like these names we come with. Old man McBeardy guy,
Well, that's what he is. I don't know who he's. I know he has a name, but you know what I mean. The guy
But no one cares.
who's in the Iron Lung or whatever.
Yeah,
That guy.
like freaking Space FDR or whatever he is.
Yeah, exactly. Space FDR. That's pretty good.
FDR was not.
Well, that's been your
Oh, man.
Unicorn Minute. Want to talk about Shippuden?
Yes.
Naruto Shippuden, episode 158, Power to Believe, in which Tsunade gives a speech.
Oh,
She does.
and she makes she saves the village with slugs.
She does.
I mean, it's
loved in the thread. I loved in the thread. Somebody was like, "If I saw 20 giant slugs coming down the street, I think I would run for my fucking life."
I'm like,
Seriously.
help me, pain!
Exactly.
Save me from these slugs!
Well, I mean, I think everyone in the village knows she's got slugs. I make it sound like an STD there.
Run into the slimy embrace of my slugs.
That's why Jiraiya hasn't gotten with her yet. She's got slugs.
She's got slugs, Naruto.
He missed
You better
out.
wrap it up.
Okay.
Also,
you know what I'll-
Donzo's kind of a fuck.
oh God, not that
Oh,
guy.
he's always an asshole.
Going around killing frogs.
Okay, I know, never mind.
Whatever.
Donzo, man. There's some shit with Donzo.
Oh man, it's spectacular. It's just amazing. Mwah.
All right. So I'll take slugs and Donzo over those two fucking old people. Oh my God, I hate them. I mean,
Everyone does.
they didn't even get the proper talking down to that they should have. Even with Tsunade yelling in their face, I'm just like, somebody fucking slap these people. Oh, I hate them so much. Why
Fucking
aren't
old
you
people.
listening to your elders? Blah, blah, blah.
Fucking old people.
Ugh.
But also, they did have a point where it's like, don't bring back the target
Yeah.
of
Except
the
he's the old.
attack.
Well, I mean, except he's the
Don't
only
know
guy
if
that
he
can.
win.
He's got shonen hero powers. Of course, he can win.
And Tsunade's like, no, I have the script.
She did though. Like it was on her desk.
It's a script. I wrote it down myself.
Anyway, it's like, Sakura, you are the only one who can save everyone. You know the basics of triage. Nobody else in this
We
village
didn't.
has ever worked in an emergency room.
And all
We're
she does is
kind of
CPR. And all she knows is CPR.
She knows the trick of like, oh, we got to divide everybody up. You're the critical wounded in this corner, and
But she's the
Duh.
only one that knows any medicine.
I do like
And
that.
all she
Like
knows is CPR.
Choji was just like, whoa, you've really got this, and I was thinking, well, I think I could have figured that out.
Yeah, seriously. No, I mean, like, doesn't she just put her hands over some guy's chest and press down?
Probably,
Basically.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, no, you don't give CPR to someone who's been stabbed.
Well, she has magic healing powers.
Breathe.
Maybe that's
breathe.
what she's doing.
I can't
Okay,
breathe.
it's
I
magic
can't breathe a hole in my
CPR.
lungs.
What'd you say?
She got magic CPR.
No. What'd you say?
Yeah, I say I can't breathe with a hole in my lungs.
Yeah.
Breathe, damn it!
There's a hole in my lungs.
They had to give Sakura something to do because they sure as hell aren't going to let her fight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she did punch that one summon thing.
I guess.
Made the Ambu guys look like shit. But I mean, that's
She
not hard
punched
to
something.
do.
My job is done.
Yeah, she got her one cool moment of the arc, so you know.
Yeah. Also, it's a little hard for me to feel bad about the normal everyday citizens of the Leaf Village when, like, your whole world is made up of ninjas. I think I would be kind of a little more prepared for ninja attacks.
Yeah, you know, have like a freaking bomb shelter in your basement or something.
Yeah, but they're running around like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh my gosh, stuff's blowing up. It's like, dude,
Well, how is there not a plan?
Your entire civilization is based around the concept of ninjas. I think the fact that you're being attacked should not surprise you.
No, like you should have a plan in advance for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think they would come with like some sort of like chakra nuke or something?
Oh, shut up.
Oh god.
I guess it's on what to tell Beast.
Oh,
Star.
Perhaps a small chakra device that could maybe completely destroy a small warehouse.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
God.
fused into the back of a filler character, perhaps.
Oh my god, who's the Trump of the Naruto world? I don't even know, man.
Donzo?
No,
Donzo has
Look.
better hair.
Nah.
Look.
I guess
Who is the Trump of the Naruto
Donzo
world?
might be close, but Donzo's like saying that. That's like that's like making fun of her. Like Donzo's not as bad as Trump.
Some fucking filler character.
Yeah, it's probably some filler guy.
Okay.
Yukimaru. Yeah, there we go.
The front page of the Onion is literally Trump. Quote, I am a very stupid human being. End quote.
That's fantastic. Okay, what comes after Naruto?
Ghost in the Shell standalone complex.
So no one here saw Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah, do you want to
There are
talk about
Tachikomas. End of story.
Oh, yes, it was the Tachikoma episode, which is awesome.
I went to bed after Hunter x Hunter, so I
It was the Tachikomas talking about life and meaning and death, and
I kind of feel
Major
bad
didn't like
for him.
it. Yeah, I know. Like they're getting freaking ghosts and shit, and like the Major's like, no, we can't have this.
Yeah.
They got that individuality shit.
I mean,
episode went full near automata.
like she's right. You don't want your, military grade spider tanks to suddenly,
I guess. I mean, it's the
girls.
proper thing to do, but at the same time, I was like, don't just decommission them. Why don't you go put them on a
This
ramp?
is how Tokyo Ghoul should do it.
Yes, probably.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of things that Tokyo Ghoul should do that it doesn't do.
Oh boy. But yeah, it's a good episode though. It was a good episode.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's all.
Yep.
We'll see you
That's
next
it?
week. That's it.
No King
That's
of the Hill?
everything.
We don't talk about that.
Whoa.
We could. Anyway, we'll see you next week where we'll be talking about the fucking finale of Samurai Jack.
Oh my god, it's actually ending. I can't believe it.
Oh man.
We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. Bye. Have a really good time.